Exploring horse archers. Welcome to another episode. This time I will be exploring horse archers. Oh wait, what is this? Bear with me, there is a point to it. I find this a mighty interesting battle, the Battle of Carrhae. Marcus Licinius Crassus was part of the triumvirate with Caesar and Pompey, and he was also the mastermind behind the defeat of Spartacus, the slave revolt, even though Pompey managed to take all the credit for it. It was actually Crassus and Crassus' money that raised legions to do the major battles with Spartacus. However, this battle, I've never actually won it. Never. In all the years of playing Rome 1. And since this battle, I've learned a healthy respect for horse archers. I don't actually know how to use them properly, so that's why I've named this episode Exploring Horse Archers, whereas the other series I've given a more robust title like How to Use Elephants or How to Defend against this, that and the other. I don't actually know how to use the horse archers. Here I've got my cavalry chasing around their horse archers, it's fine, and now I'm going to send it in to help with their cataphracts. But in actual fact, their cataphracts have completely shattered my infantry. You know, they don't even actually need the horse archers to do the dirty work. As it turns out, at the end of the battle, it's actually the horse archers winning the battle, because once they run out of ammunition, they start charging into the remnants of my infantry. But I'm going to speed it up here so you can just enjoy the show. And then we'll do a little bit of Rome 2 afterwards. Okay, the results are in. I was useless. I basically didn't do any damage. My cavalry did some damage, but they were fighting the horse archers, my cohorts. Legionary first cohort, I mean, these are high quality troops. They are post the Marian reforms, so they should be, you know, well capable of handling themselves. I've set up similar troop formations for Rome 2. We'll see what happens. There's the enemy formation. I'm playing the Parthians because I like winning, and it seems kind of pointless playing the other way around because they would never attack, so I'd have to attack with the legions, and that's kind of weird. So I'll put the horse archers on the flanks, and I'm going to throw the cavalry in the center and see if I can shatter them. And here's the impact. I've used Stampede and oh, you see how these poor legionnaires are thrown 20 meters ahead of the cataphract. That's painful. It's just painful. And he's sending his one auxiliary cavalry in. I mean, it's not going to do much of a difference. And you know, he's breaking. He's breaking. The one thing I found very different with the horse archers is in Rome 1 they are very difficult to catch. They are very quick to avoid you, especially the ones that can do the Cantabrian circle. They're almost impossible to catch unless you have got 2 units and can sandwich them. In Rome 2 they are much slower to react. Anyway, let's try that again, but this time I've upgraded, my dear Romans, to have Praetorian guards, and we'll see if that helps them. Here comes the cavalry charge, and actually this time their formation is moving. That's not going to help them. There's some cavalry coming in there to my flank. I'm not really going to care. Yeah, oh, these cataphracts, they're like tanks. They're like really quick tanks, by the way. Look at that. They're basically throwing an entire cohort in front of them. Bloody advisor. Look, is there a setting to get rid of that advisor? I don't want him popping up all the time telling me stuff I already know. I'm going to speed up the battle here, but basically I win. It just takes a bit longer, but the Praetorian units are worn down quite significantly. Interestingly though, the battle winning element turns out to be the horse archers in the end. let's fast forward and see what happens. You can hear how I frantically click the right mouse button to get that cavalry unit out of there. But anyway, from here on, I'm going to wear down what is the remnant of his army, basically only using horse archers. But you can see right here how slow that horse archer unit is to get out of the way. In Rome 1 it was much more on the ball with getting out of the way. Here you have to do more manual work. I'm not sure whether that's good or bad. It's probably a good thing because it stops the horse archers being a fire and forget weapon. You could basically set it on the enemy's right flank and it would take care of itself, because it would just stay out of range unless he had 2 units of cavalry and sandwiched you, or some really quick cavalry. I don't know if light cavalry can catch these things, probably. But anyway, I'm setting it, and he hasn't got any, you know, real staying power behind that small cavalry unit, so don't mind that. But you can see how I'm wearing down his infantry quite quickly using the horses now. And just for fun, I'm going to sacrifice this unit because I like seeing flying legionnaires. Look at that guy, it's like a bowling pin. A bowling pin with a scutum and a gladius. Frantically clicking again. So I found horse archers comparatively needs more work. In terms of ammunition, they only have enough ammunition for about a minute's worth of firing. But let's explore that in another scenario where I'm going to try and take down an army only using horse archers. I'm going to use some covering cavalry against the enemy's cavalry thing. Let's have a look at that. So here's a battle with a lot of horse archers, 5 heavy cataphracts to cover my horse archers against the enemy cavalry, and, you know, hit individual isolated Roman units. The enemy has got a random setup. I didn't do that. I just gave him enough money, and we've spent about the same amount of money. And let's see how it goes. I'm not going to commentate the whole battle, it's about 10 minutes, but I might pitch in with the occasional helpful comment explaining what I do. But suffice to say, I'm not a big fan of using an all-cavalry army. It has no staying power, for starters, so if you are outmatched tactically or by the unit choice or whatever, you don't really have much option, right? The only thing you can do with an army like this is stay mobile, keep moving around, and I'm sure it will confuse the hell out of everyone who's facing such an army. But one has to realize also that if they had a lot of slingers, they have longer range, normal archers have longer range, and so on. So it's hard. I found it hard, and it takes a lot of concentration to actually do this. He's been clever, right? He's not just charging in with his cavalry here. I'm trying to lure him with my left flank. You can see my right flank is stationary, and my cataphracts are already coming down here, ready to defend. Now I'm refusing my entire right flank now, because his cavalry is coming down hitting my left flank, and the cataphracts, you can see them moving in here, and they're going to hit his cavalry just about now. So the trick now is to slaughter that cavalry as quickly as possible and get out before his infantry arrives, because when his infantry arrives I'm going to be in a world of hurt with my stationary cavalry. So I'm clicking like a madman here trying to get them out, and fairly safe on my right flank. There you see the cavalry coming in now. Okay, so I need the cataphracts to go over there and now defend the right flank. So this is the kind of dynamic gameplay that is very challenging. I find it very challenging anyway. I'm sure there's some people far more capable in this game than I am. But anyway, I'm drawing back, falling back with all of my horse archers now, and letting my cataphracts now again hit his cavalry. They've already taken a bit of a beating, as you can see, number-wise, from my horse archers, which is nice. And now I send the horse archers back in, trying to just keep hammering him, keep the pressure on him, make sure that he keeps getting losses all the time. I said I wasn't going to commentate the whole thing, but then I started talking, and you know what happens when I start talking. And here you see the difference I mentioned. The horse archers let the enemy get a lot closer. That enemy was within pilum range. Now it is spear infantry, 3 REI, so it's okay, but had it been a legionary cohort, my horse archers would have been hit by the pilums, which would have caused me a lot of casualties, because these are not armed, very much. They are, pretty lightweight, so it would probably kill someone. We can't have that. People get hurt getting killed. So from here on, right, his cavalry is wiped out. That's the last bit of it going there. Boom! My tanks have run over his cavalry. And from here on, it's all about wearing him down. Now I'm going to put my right flank up on that ridge on the right side you see there, and they're just going to rain arrows down on him. And then my first unit, which is down on the left flank, was fairly badly hurt, so I'm going to protect that a little bit. Other than that, all I need to do now is not do anything stupid like he's doing there, coming up with his general. So I'm going to kill that and just wear him down. Wear him down, run myself out of ammunition. Now again, these horse archers have about 1 minute of continuous shooting worth of ammunition, as far as I can tell from the stats. If someone else knows better than me, please do tell me in the comments, because they do seem to run out of ammunition quite quickly. So that is cavalry, or his general gun, which was his last bit of horses. You see up on the right flank, actually my horse archers are doing fairly well in staying close enough to fight him, but not so close as to get hurt. That's exactly what you want. But they are getting awfully close. If this were a human, he would have sandwiched the cavalry units by now. I'm pretty sure of that. But there you are. The rest of this is basically going to be me sending my cataphracts around, making an opening in his central line right there, to send one cavalry unit in to take out his archers. Once his archers are down, that's it. He's got nothing left that can threaten me, and it's only a matter of whether I have enough ammunition and cataphract to take down his remaining units. So I'm going to speed it up now, and you can just enjoy the show. And that was the end of that. I hope you enjoyed the show. I learned something about horse archers, so if you did as well, brilliant. If you have ideas for other things you would like me to do, or difficult scenarios, even if you have a mod with the Battle of Carrhae, I'd love to try that out. Send it to me, please. But yeah, let me know what you think. Other than that, till next time, stay frosty.